Let's get you up to date on Forge FC. This is Focus on Forge with Anthony Urciuoli on the Forge Audio Network.
Hey, Forge fans, Anthony Urciuoli with you. This is Focus on Forge, however or wherever you may be watching and or listening. Right now, I'm outside Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, Ontario. We're going to hear from Forge FC midfielder Aboubacar Sissoko because our focus isn't necessarily going to be what's happening on the pitch, but off of it. Now, Abou's contributions this season are pretty evident if you follow Forge. He's played a lot of minutes, and his contributions have been vast as a midfielder, box to box, but his contributions off the field are notable as well, not just from Abou, but his family, as they continue to provide more and more clean and accessible water back in their home country of Mali. We're going to hear from Abou Sissoko. We're also going to hear from head coach and technical director Bobby Smyrniotis. But first, let's check in with Sissoko and the Macine Foundation. You know, it's been a good year for you on the field. You've played a lot of minutes, a lot of contributions to the club. But there's a lot happening off the field as well. Tell us about the initiative with accessible water.
Honestly, things like I'm from Mali, so there is a lot of poor part in Mali and stuff. So I took this initiative to start my association. Honestly, my association I created 2 years ago when I lost my mom. But before that, I tried to help people as my parents did. So yeah, it's getting bigger every year. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
Okay, and it's the Macine Foundation.
Macine Foundation.
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yeah.
And so talk about it. The technical part of it. I mean, you're literally drilling water wells, right?
Yeah. I already did 2 by myself, and the other one came from my siblings and their wife. So I'm gonna keep doing it every year or every 2 years. So yeah,
So how many people are impacted by this?
Honestly, it's always a small community. It's gonna be impacted one. So it's gonna be for example, 50 to 100 person.
And those are people who just didn't have access to clean water.
They have access to clean water, but the things they have to maybe walk some kilometers to go get the water. So it's gonna be easier for them to have them at home or not far.
So you moved to Canada when you were 10 or 11?
Yeah, 10.
To Montreal?
Yeah.
Do you remember your time living in Africa?
Of course, because it's part of me. It's part of me. At home, I speak my country's dialect. So yeah, I'm from Mali, 100% Malian. So yeah, both parents were Malian. So yeah.
Did you experience any of those challenges with water?
Honestly, no, because I came from a good family, and I'm lucky because when you're born there, some people, it's when you're lucky, you go for. So I try to give back to people who are not lucky. So yeah.
And it's something we take for granted.
Exactly.
We just turn on a tap and we have water. We let it run. We waste it, if anything.
We waste it, but it's something for me it's important to have, and yeah.
Does that humble you at all when you face challenges, even in soccer and just in life in general? Does it humble you to think that there are other people that might be suffering more or have different challenges than you?
Of course, because honestly now, for me, I think we're doing the best job in the world because when for 100%, there is 1 person or 2 person who can make it pro. So we are lucky. So I took it that's why I'm always happy. I try to enjoy every moment on the pitch, and yeah.
So Mali has, I think, around 22 million people
living
in Mali.
Yeah.
So the issues with the water is a lot of the rural, outside of kind of the major cities that are affected by this the most.
Yeah. It's always on the outside of the big city. So that's where I'm trying to do some stuff there. Yeah.
Okay. How can we help? How can the fans help?
Honestly, for now, I'm good with it. But when it's gonna get bigger than bigger, maybe I'm gonna ask for the help. But now I'm gonna doing it like on the side, because I'm not focused on it 100.
Your family's more involved in it now.
Exactly.
Because you're here playing.
I'm here playing. So after the season, I'm gonna think more about it and what I'm gonna add on it. Maybe I'm gonna do food stuff after.
Yeah.
Now it's water and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do food and maybe clothes and
Yeah, and you always come across, you're a happy guy, you're always
Of
smiling.
course.
So is it hard then to balance when you think about some of the things that are happening back home? Does it affect you at all now, emotionally?
Honestly, no. Emotionally, I'm honestly now I'm good.
Yeah.
The hardest part for me were, I think I can say last year or 2 years ago was tough for me, but now, I'm happy and I try to have a good energy every day.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Last week we spoke a lot about culture and winning culture and how it relates to Forge. Now, part of that is making sure that you fill your squad with high character players, and that is something that Bobby Smyrniotis has done.
Of course. It's like I tell them, we spend 5-6 hours a day here every day, and there's a lot of time in the day to be doing other things, to be involved, to be engaged in different things. And, every player has a life outside of this field or has interests outside of this field, and it's always great just to see what the guys are getting involved in, like Abou is, to other players who are involved in arts and different things like that. I think it's healthy to be doing this, but then as an athlete, it's important to use your voice. Your voice on any scale can be used towards positive, so it's important for the guys to be involved.
Does it create maybe a sense of humble, it could humble a player, I guess, to maybe see what's going on outside of the pitch?
Yeah, it's important. The humble nature, it's one of the biggest things we look at in here, and when we talk about a winning culture, a lot of it starts from humble beginnings. And what I mean by that, it's we're playing this beautiful game, and we're all involved in this game, and we're blessed to be part of it, and to enjoy every part of it. Life is difficult in different situations. We're blessed to be playing this game that we love to play when we're 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and that's what we're doing, and that's the humble part of this sport, and that's how we go into each and every game and prepare for each and every game as well.
A lot of important causes that Forge FC players and coaches are a part of. This is one of them with Aboubacar Sissoko and the Macine Foundation. That's it for Focus on Forge. Make sure you check back. Plenty more content coming for you beyond the beard. This week is up with a full chat with head coach and technical director Bobby Smyrniotis, and also our match day preview, Forge FC taking on Cavalry FC on Friday night. Stay tuned for that. We'll talk to you soon.
We are the Forge, the mighty, mighty Forge. You just don't think you understand.
Anthony Urciuoli and Focus on Forge. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts to the Forge Audio Network.